A story in 5 words.
Biden officials awed by Trump, or boat, as I like to say, Katie, because it's spelled out boat.
Oh, thanks.
According to Axios, Trump's Middle East successes are wowing even former Biden staffers. One anonymous official saying, "I wish I could work for an administration that could move that quickly." Another said he has the ability to do things politically that previous presidents did not. What say you?
Well, I thought the quote in Axios from Rob O'Malley was quite interesting because Axios, to talk about our media segment, forgot to explain who this guy is. So he said that it's dangerous that President Trump could have all of this power and that it's terrifying to see what he could come up with. Rob O'Malley had his security clearance swiped and is under investigation from the FBI for sharing classified information with the Iranians, for giving them information that then allowed them to proliferate terrorism all over the Middle East and destabilize the entire region. So they forgot to put that part in his bio. So the fact that that guy thinks that Trump is dangerous shows that he's doing some good things.
Yeah.
Why were they looking on his phone, though?
Cyrus, I seem to remember, like, not even a week or so, 2 weeks ago, they were on CNN and elsewhere, they were saying, oh, Trump's an embarrassment on the world stage. And you go and you look at the Middle East and they're like lapping him up.
Embarrassment?
Yeah.
He's on an awards tour.
Yeah.
He's getting like man of the century.
Yeah.
He's like getting more votes than Jesus out there. Like he's having a hell. I mean,
Well, that's easy.
yeah, he's winning. There's a lot of Christians in the Middle East. Get it together.
They're rewriting the Bible.
But he's doing unbelievable things. And again, it's the guy with his arms crossed on the side. But it just comes down to the same thing. Trump is a man's man. And even the guys with little man buns and little Birkenstocks and their wool socks, when they see a man do incredible things, the little tiny man in them, the alpha that wants to break out, will be like, that's awesome.
Yes.
And even though they'll have their little arms crossed and do this,
Yes.
there's a part of them goes, man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
You know, and he's doing amazing things over there. He's bringing people to the table. He's bringing groups that wouldn't even speak to each other. The Middle East is going to be a better place, which means it's everywhere else is going to be a better place. So, of course, they're upset because he's doing his job and they hate him for it.
Yeah.
He's doing amazing things. He's going to bring so much back to the American people, jobs, money, opportunities, to Arabian horses,
Camels.
and the sword. No, camels are a mess. I don't want them.
Yeah. Do you know?
But he's doing amazing, and they hate it.
Yeah, and this is where it goes back to the A block when I said that their filter's not working. If they listened to Tyrus and just say, okay, this stuff is working, that's a step forward for them to stop waking up every morning and feel like they want to throw themselves off a bridge.
And one of the qualifiers was that he can do all of this and accomplish so much because he has complete unquestioned authority over the Republican caucus. Totally missing the point that it's serving the American people. It's actually representing the American people for once. And what they see is this sort of self-aggrandizing and this ego and this king, this thing. They see that it's actually selfless. They totally miss the point that it's actually in complete service. And by the way, I also think some of those points, I don't know, I guess I should just like be grateful for the grain of salt or for the grain. But the first quote where it was like, gosh, I'm sorry, I don't know one grown man that says gosh. So that was clearly like a lie. And then also, did you guys see, obviously the jet, but did you see that necklace today?
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I know where that's going.
Yeah.
Right here.
Can I borrow it sometime?
Never.
How much was that necklace, did they say?
Oh, priceless.
Well, yeah. Wow. I got to get into this gig. Joe, when you watch the Democrats watching Trump, is that? I imagine it's like you when you see a successful comedian.
Yeah, it hurts.
Wow. I think you know
I
a
didn't
guy.
think that would have an impact,
Yeah.
but now I feel really good.
I almost feel bad for them, these people who
Yeah.
worked for Biden, because they're watching people give Trump jets and they worked for the Spirit Air of presidents.
Yes.
that, I feel some emotions for them that I don't feel for the press, because this amount of lying, think of what it must do for your soul. And then they see Trump just does and says whatever he does.
Yeah.
And that they had to constantly go up. I mean, even hearing you say, like, we were told it was a stutter, and then behind closed doors they were like, he needs a wheelchair. What stutter is so severe that you need a wheelchair? That's like me going. That's like me going to Warby Parker and saying you're nearsighted. You're going to need a liver transplant. I'm not prepared for that. So think of the toll it must have taken. We haven't seen Karine Jean-Pierre. She's in some sort of detox program.
Yeah.
And they actually, the amount of lying they had to do, the story that's coming out about Kamala, they had to have a fake cocktail party so she could interact with other humans.
Yeah.
I don't know if they told her it was a fake cocktail party. She probably was wondering why her husband wasn't there playing pin the tail on the nanny and other party games. But this shows you how pathetic they were in this administration. That remember when she did her famous space is space babbling speech, they had to hire child actors.
Yes.
Because regular children would have gotten up and left. And even those child actors, they probably fired their agents and said, look, you know, make Nikes something better than this. This is terrible.
I thought child labor was outlawed.
Yeah, you know. So how can she hire child actors and I can't? It's just complete. Well, I just have them do work around the house. Pretend you're a laborer. Start mopping, punk. All right, up next, a Democrat politician tries to pull a fast one.
If you'll be in the New York area and would like tickets to see Gutfeld, go to foxnews.com/Gutfeld and click on the link to join our studio audience.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.